Hey guys, we're here playing Bootcamp Glacier and up against Hayley. Got a 0 ice with 2 hedges. That's fairly tempting. I think we keep that because I do like the Ash as well and the Jackson. Of course, the ice we draw is the Ichi, which is one I'm not that comfortable with. Like it is good against Mimic for sure, if you don't have any suckers. But I don't really want any more ice in my Bluefin that's vulnerable early on. Really, we only have the Ice Wall and the 2 Data Pike and the Caduceus that we'd love to see early on. So this is almost worse than the 3rd Toll Booth. Yeah, so we're going to use this Jackson. We're going to just shuffle some agendas away right now. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just go again and get some more cards. Throw all 3 of those away, and then probably... He's probably on RDIs if he's got this kind of cash shop thing, so we're going to throw out the Crurisium and keep both Ash. So still is a little bit lighter on ice. I've often played like 19 or 20 in the past, but this has 18. When you play the Chronos Project instead of that Corporate War, you lose a deck slot. Which kind of sucks, but Chronos is a nice agenda for the effect. And it also lets you score to 4 agendas more easily, because people often won't run an unadvanced card in the remote. In case it's like a Jax or something like that. So we get the interns. Ah, there's the toll booth. That's a good thing to have. Put that on the remote. We can boot camp into Adonis next turn. At which point we're kind of rolling. Yeah, we'll res this, and now he's going to deal with it. Probably just by clicking through and paying $1, but maybe he'll get... He's going to click through for 3. Okay. Pretty happy to see that. Do 3 clicks of tax against him. The Caduceus. Yeah. So now we get to tax him on the toll booth. At least 3, but maybe he's gonna do... Well, maybe he has Fem, but he probably just has Cyber Cipher. So what's he gonna get? Is it in his hand? Maybe he has Gordian, it's just too expensive. See if he gets Cyber Cipher, we'll be able to potentially just really getting cash. Oh, right, it's in his hand, so if he gets SMC, he can install Gordian from hand. But now he can't even break it, because he doesn't have the money to trash the Adonis once he gets in. So that was a good run for us. Beach party? What? That's exciting. Well, now that he has the Gordian out, we're going to pop that back and we'll just install the Caduceus over it so we can actually res this next turn. We need $7. Yeah, that's good. We'll put the booth on. Actually, I don't want to put the ash in here. For more Tracy goodness against Hayley. She's going to lose a click, so she's not going to go do too much this turn. I feel like Beach Party is really hard to use effectively. Really? He's hoping for a big game day next turn? I'm very confused. That seems dicey. He is going to get beach day for 10 or game day for 10 cards, so that's his turn. I guess draw 10 is still a good turn, right? I'm going to oversight here because we've got two of them. I mean, he might break through, but probably not. And if he doesn't break it, we'll just get 8 credits. Well, 7 net. So I'll building up that bank with Blue Sun. Okay, now we can pawn his beach party and use some of those 14 cards to actually play the game. It's a lot of cards in there. So do I want to reset my Adonis promptly? Yeah, I probably do to maximize the amount of money I get. If he kills the toll booth by paying a bunch of money, I can interns it back. Which feels alright. Yeah, and now we can do the reset here. I'm actually feeling fine on these centrals, so I'm going to maybe play the hive on the outside. No, I'll let him kill it if he really wants to kill it. Do I want a Bootcamp? Do I want the Chrysium? The Chrysium's not bad. It's not ideal either. I think we just click for money this turn. Do I worry about R&D? I worry about R&D a little bit. I don't want him to drop a Maker's Eye on me, but he doesn't have a lot of clicks. He's going to lose 2 clicks again to this beach party. I don't know if the efficiency is really worth it. There it is. Now he's got everything going. Presumably he's playing the other one, the conditioning shop as well, to keep his giant hand. Boy, if we had sweep right now, we'd be so happy. Sweeps for the win, huh? Let's bring this back now. And we'll probably do the Adonis next turn. or the Atlas next turn before things get a little bit too hairy. Yeah, we'll click to draw. Wormhole's pretty good. Really good against Gordian. And if we can copy trash a program from Ichi, that kind of justifies the Ichi slot. Comet. Okay. Well, he has the cards in his hand that actually use it effectively. Usually the problem is you just can't effectively play out as many cards. As, like, you don't have enough cards to do what you want to do, but he's got 11 in his hand, so he's going to get to do his Hayley trigger and probably also 2 events. Clicking for credit though? Oh man. What's the shortcut for this? It is Alt-Shift-C, right. Alright, so we're going to bring the Adonis back and we're going to push the Atlas here. It seems pretty safe to me. Actually, we'll put the Wormhole and then it's going to be 100% safe. Like, he probably has Stim Hack. Ooh, gets the cash out, but doesn't trigger his ability. I think his ability is still triggered here. Not before my turn. Oh, okay. So he meant to do it on the end of my turn. That's fine then. Starlight Crusade funding. Beach or game day for 6 more cards. I would have waited and played more of those cards that I think. I don't know. Power nap, sure. He's not really doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Should I get greedy with this remote here? Well, the Gordian keeps strength on another run. I just remembered that. Haven't played against Gordian in quite a while, so that actually reduces the effectiveness of this Wormhole. Better just score this then. We actually don't... Not sure if that's better to discard than the hedge fund. Kind of don't need the hedge anymore. He's getting money at an alarming rate. Will this eat you back? No. Aha, there's the lady. So this hive is basically... Well, no, it's still eating 2 tokens for until I score the NAPD. I may as well res it if he runs. I can just bounce it later. The beauty of Blue Sun. Anything good in this heap? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this heap. 2 game day, 2 power naps. Yeah, we kind of should have power naps nicely. I mean, really, this only costs him 3 extra, so it's going to cost him 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's still okay. We still have enough money to just res everything and still res our ash for a decent trace. If he has to go twice, it's even better for that. But I think I would rather have a nebula here, just so he has to burn his SMC and his sharpshooter. Yeah, I mean, if he pays 5 to get his mimic out, and then he breaks it into $3, he can't take any PD, even without the trace, but he'll be able to trash the ash. He has the mimic in hand. That's fair enough. SMC for cash, but yeah, having a huge hand definitely does hurt your SMC. SMC for SMC. I don't think this is any better than just paying the trace. I guess he has to make up for it later. But womp womp. Classic Blue Sun. It's NAPD. I think you gotta trash that ash and go broke, but we've got another one, and we kept our interns, so that's what we want to happen. And now he's poor. Seems good. Do you want our data pike or wormhole back? We actually don't, because we can't hold it in our hand. So we've gotten our Taurus. That's quite interesting, because he can't break it currently. I wouldn't mind putting that on the R&D to snipe that RDI. Would definitely be a gain for us. Well, it costs him what? 5, 6 here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to break this server. Oh, never mind. Now we can break the Taurus. Still costs him 4 though. Well, actually, he only needs 11 bucks, technically. Can he make 8 in his next turn? I mean, if he stim hacks, he gets it, so that's kind of not good. I'm going to score the Chronos instead. This is where the Chronos is so good, because we're going to be able to score this when a lot of other agendas are not safe to score. It's really hard for him to justify spending a lot of money to come in to check this unadvanced card when he knows I play Bootcamp, so he knows I have Adonis campaign and Bootcamp. And Jackson, like, I think the odds are so against him checking this. He does make his money. There, he got 6 bucks. So it's good we didn't try the Pyrrhec push. Yeah, we may as well res this just to spend 1 lady token, but it's almost irrelevant. Do you want to search for Project Atlas here? Get out of our deck. Yeah, I kind of do. Brings an agenda out of our deck, which is nice. And then we want to do it later when it will shuffle and give him fresh cards. Yeah, like he might have hit if it weren't for that. But now he's got a long time to wait before anything good shows up. Dump the heap. He probably has a 3rd game day, which probably makes him quite sad right now. I'm no longer like hyped on this Taurus thanks to the ninja. Question is, do we go direct for the Atlas score before he gets more money back? What did he do? His hand size got set. Okay, we're back to normal now. Oh, I forgot to bring the hive back. Really? He can't get in there? Maybe he can't. Well, we'll see if he can. Oh, he's going to concede anyway. I think we had enough with the Ash Trace. So yeah, neat game. The Chronos was key there in letting us actually score 4 smaller agendas that don't have to be advanced. His deck was kind of interesting. I don't know if it was good or whatever. Ash is good. He's a champ. Thanks for watching, guys.